Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News.
Good afternoon on your Friday as we head toward the weekend, and we're coming up on 12:30.
Another nice day around the area, but changes are ahead.
Big ones. We have cooler temperatures and even frost freeze chances possible as well over the weekend. Let's begin with WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris and a check on that cold forecast.
We're in the lower 60s at this moment. You're already feeling the effects just a bit. You got to remember yesterday at this time, already in the mid 60s, and we'll finish up in the lower 70s. We won't do that again. We're going to be anywhere from 10 degrees below where we were yesterday. A lot of sunshine. It looks good. It's just some cooler air. It's kind of sticking around. Bright blue skies. Gorgeous afternoon. Cool breeze in store. If you want to knock out some mowing, probably want to do it today as opposed to this weekend, because this weekend we go off into the night and into tomorrow. And things look good. Big Blue Madness will be perfect weather to walk into Rupp Arena. But look overnight and into tomorrow morning. There's your frost advisory. And that frost advisory goes for every single person. If you're watching, you're under an advisory there from the National Weather Service in all locations. That means temperatures will dip down into the low to mid 30s. It's just going to be a cold start. You want to bring those plants in if you want to keep them survive just for a little bit longer at least. But you know what? This isn't even the coldest that we're going to see. We actually have a freeze watch in effect. I'll show you when that comes and when it will be valid coming up in just a few minutes.
Okay, see you then.
Well, 49 men and women became U.S. citizens this morning in Kentucky.
The naturalization ceremony took place at the old state capitol in Frankfort. WKYT's Victor Puente is live in Franklin County now with a story that's new at 12:30. Victor?
For some of the people here, this was a culmination of years of work. The ceremony today, 49 people from across the world became citizens of the United States of America. And the crowd here included dozens of friends, families, even some elementary classes that came out to watch the process. The Kentucky State Police Honor Guard started the ceremony, and a Boy Scout troop from Lawrenceburg led the Pledge of Allegiance. Judge Gregory Tatenhove oversaw the proceedings, and all 49 new citizens swore their allegiance to America, disavowing any previous allegiances. The boyfriend of one of the women being naturalized told me the whole process for her took more than 4 years.
Just kind of glad it's finally happening, just like glad it's over. She's really proud. She's really happy that she's finally going to be a citizen, you know.
A representative of the Secretary of State was here to get these new citizens registered to vote. Because of the way voting works in Kentucky, they won't be eligible to vote next month, but they will be ready for the 2016 presidential elections. Live in Frankfort, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Victor, thank you. And during the ceremony, 26 different countries and republics were represented by those who were being naturalized.
2 men accused in a Kentucky Marines murder will be in court in about a half hour in Lexington. Police say Quincenio Canada and Dewan Mulazim shot Price and his wife Megan during a robbery outside of Austin City Saloon in June of 2014. Price died. His wife was injured. The suspects are also charged in a string of robberies around Lexington last summer. A mother accused of killing her son will also be in a Lexington courtroom this afternoon. Dia Adams is charged with reckless homicide. Police say her son Joseph died in 2011 after receiving a lethal dose of vinegar. During a hearing in August, a judge heard arguments over whether pathologist's testimony can be used in Adams' upcoming trial. No decision on that has been announced.
A suspended police officer in Nelson County could lose his job. Bardstown's mayor and city attorney are considering testimony from an administrative hearing Thursday to make their decision. Bardstown officer Nick Houck was suspended last month. His brother is the longtime boyfriend of a woman who's been missing since July. Crystal Rogers was last seen at her boyfriend's farm in Nelson County. Police will not say if Houck's suspension has anything to do with Rogers' disappearance. No one has been arrested yet in that case. The police department says there will be an announcement about Thursday's hearing this afternoon.
Just to our north, Ohio could become the first state to make medical marijuana and recreational marijuana legal at the very same time. Early voting on both issues is underway right now. 4 states and Washington, D.C. allow recreational marijuana use, but only after approving medical marijuana first. If it passes in Ohio, Only 10 groups who have already been selected will be allowed to grow marijuana legally. While a former governor is opposed to it, his distant cousin supports it and will be one of those growers.
I don't think that the tax benefits outweigh the hazards, the risks of going full bore, recreational, medical, all the way, flooding our state with edible products that are attractive to our kids.
I'm in this first because I believe in it, that it's right, and I'm in it second to make money.
Opponents are fighting back with their own amendment on the ballot to ban monopolies. In less than 24 hours, a new era begins for the airline industry.
American and U.S. Airways will complete the final step of their merger. As Chris Van Cleve shows us, some air travelers could fear a bumpy ride ahead.
One last hurdle remains before U.S. Airways and American truly become one airline, merging their reservation systems.
It's like doing a simultaneous heart and brain transplant.
The reservation system stores vital information, including flight schedules, pricing, the number of available seats, and baggage tracing data. The challenge with combining them is all existing U.S. Airways reservations have to become American reservations across two different systems, says Henry Hartzeveld, who's worked on several airline mergers.
If it goes wrong, passengers are going to be angry, and American Airlines does not want to have angry passengers.
Which is why American began planning months ago, first merging frequent flyer programs. The airline will have extra staff working Saturday for the main event. CBS News travel editor Peter Greenberg.
That's the hope that they're going to do this weekend, so they're going to catch whatever glitches they have, so by the time the real hit comes on Monday, they'll be ready.
American Airlines will have a command center that'll be running for the next few weeks to deal with any problems. Still, if you're flying this weekend, plan ahead, get to the airport early, print out your entire reservation and bring it with you. Also, check in before you get to the airport, either print your boarding pass or use the mobile app. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Reagan National Airport, Virginia.
A Lexington postal inspector will be featured on a national television show. Roberta Bottoms will appear on American Greed tonight. The episode focuses on the case of Gary Milby. The Kentucky man and his attorney tricked more than 260 people into investing in an oil and gas business that didn't exist. Bottoms was part of the investigation. American Greed airs on CNBC at 10 o'clock.
Well, a principal spent her day all on the roof. It's because her students improved in their state testing scores. Scott County Middle School went from the 54th percentile to the 80th percentile in the most recent testing, making it now a proficient school. And to celebrate, students were allowed to choose what they wanted certain teachers and administrators to do. While the principal went to the rooftop, others took pies to the face. Some kissed a pig and even shaved their heads.
You know, we need to say, hey, great job. You've done well. Let's celebrate that, and let's acknowledge that, and let's just shout it from the rooftops, so to speak, that you've done a great job, kids, teachers, and everyone that's a part of it.
Scott County Middle School officials say they will continue to look for areas of improvement to make their test scores even better. And they're making it fun for sure, right?
Yes.
Researchers warn that eating too much meat from animals given antibiotics may be causing the growing resistance to antibiotics.
And high cholesterol could lead to painful problems with tendons. Coming up in our Better Living Report.